Hi everybody, we're here at the Binnenalster in the heart of Hamburg with Rotarians who have been working to pick up trash in the waters here for an initiative called End Plastic Soup. And with me today is Vendela Sandberg, one of the Dutch Rotarians who initiated the End Plastic Soup project. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Vendela, could you tell us a little bit about the End Plastic Soup initiative?
Yes, we started the End Plastic Soup initiative last year because Boyan Slat, the Dutch guy, he won the Leonardo da Vinci Award from Rotarians, Rotary clubs. And we decided to help him because I think as a Rotary network we can raise awareness, we can clean up our stuff, we have to see that we don't pollute the oceans anymore and that we just start working on that.
I'm interested to know, why did you become interested in starting this project?
That's because of Boyan Slat. He is the Dutch scientist who invented a machine now. He's going out to the great garbage patch by Los Angeles, between Los Angeles and Hawaii, and he's trying to clean up the mess, which is about squares of 3 times France, which is huge. Only 4% is on top of the water. We have to clean it up. We produce so much plastic, so much single-use plastic, all the straws, all the plastic bottles, and lots of it ends up in the environment. People lose things, it's the wind blowing it away, it's not always on purpose. Not in Europe, we are about 3% of the problem, but the river Ganga in India is about 20 or 30% of the problem. And the poor countries, they don't have a waste management system. So their waste ends up everywhere, and in the end it ends up in the oceans. I think we have to do something about that.
So that's a great segue into my next question then. Could you briefly describe the goal of End Plastic Soup, but then also how can Rotary, we, the watchers, the viewers, the attendees here in Hamburg, how can we help?
Well, just with your own club, start an action, sign our petition, be aware, buy less plastic, reuse your plastic, use bottles like this. Just be aware that we don't need all the plastic. Talk to the supermarket that they don't use that much plastic anymore, and reuse your plastic bags. Upcycle, recycle, and think. We produce so much plastic, really it's too much, and we created a huge problem, and I think we have to solve the problem as well. And we can, with 1.2 million Rotarians in I don't know how many clubs. If everybody starts speaking with their children, make an action with the schools or with the municipality, we have to solve the problem.
And I think that's a great way to also partner with your Interact Club, your Rotaract Club as well, maybe community corps, different groups of people who can get together, take action to take care of this problem. Thank you so much for speaking with us and for sharing that information. You can find more information on their website, which we'll share with you in just a little bit. But now let's turn it over to one of our experts here. I'm going to walk over here to speak with my friend Ludovic Grosjean, who is a mechatronics engineer and an oceanographer, and I believe you're also a Rotaractor?
Yes, that's correct, from Melbourne City Rotary Club.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so what a very nice connection. As an oceanographer, could you tell us more about plastic pollution and how it affects our waters?
Yeah, definitely. Well, plastic pollution has become a huge issue, and it's coming into our waters. And if you look at the statistics, 90% of the pollution only comes from 10 rivers. So we really have the opportunity to make a difference.
Wow. That's just from 10 rivers?
Yeah, just 10 rivers. And we are talking about 8.8 million tons of plastic every year.
My goodness. Why, speaking of plastic then, why, when compared to other types of waste, why is plastic so damaging to the environment, to our marine life, to our oceans?
Well, plastic breaks down into millions of pieces, and that's the reason why it's so difficult after to grab it and get rid of it, because it gets everywhere. It goes in the water you drink, in your blood, or even in the salt on your table.
And what can each of us do to reduce plastic pollution?
Well, everyone can make a little bit every day. They can remove pollution from their habits. So instead of buying single-use plastic, they can use reusable, and they can make a real difference on the long run by doing little steps every day.
And finally, in your professional opinion, what are the consequences if we don't act right now?
Well, if you look at the statistics, in 2050 there would be more plastic in the ocean than fish. So it's about doubling the amount of plastics every 10 years, which is really critical. So we have to take steps right now.
Well, thank you so much for that information. And I also want to thank Vendela for joining us today for our live chat. We're going to be doing another live chat tomorrow morning. Tune in for that. And to our viewers, you can follow all of this action, all of these updates and news through social media with the hashtag Rotary19 on Rotary's convention website, riconvention.org. And if you're here on site, the Rotary Events app as well. We'll see you next time.
See ya.